Chelsea needed goals and Jackson responded. The Gunners, Arsenal fans, you guys need to stop panicking.
Chattanooga Red Wolves play their first match of the new year. Here comes Chattanooga now. Puts it in! Finds the back right corner.
You are watching Click Sports. Click to explore the games.
Hi guys, my name is Shalom. You're welcome to Click Sport, and without any further ado, let us jump into today's video. Now, in the first game, we saw Chelsea beat Luton by 3-0. 2 goals from Raheem Sterling, 1 goal from Senegalese Nico Jackson. Just when you begin to forget how good Raheem Sterling is, he reminds you that he is a world-class footballer. Same as Jackson, the boy is on the up, and can't wait to see what he fully develops into. Chelsea bought the game with 19 goals, with 8 of them on target, with 68% possession. It's safe to say Chelsea's possession game under Pochetino is falling into place. Back to Raheem Sterling though. According to the Sqwuaka live stats, his in-game stats were as follows: 58 touches, 13 touches in the opposition's box, 5 shots in general, and 3 shots on target to be precise. The man is back to his best, but whether he can sustain it or not is left to be seen. Well, for me as an Arsenal fan, I hope it doesn't get sustained because I need Arsenal to remain the kings of London. Well, you can see from Raheem Sterling's stats, 58 touches overall in the game, with 13 of those touches coming in the opposition's box, 5 shots in general, and 3 of them on target. That guy had a busy game. He had a very influential game, and you can see the way he was received by Pochetino when he was subbed off. He was given a big hug because he deserved that. He really played well, and this is what Raheem Sterling can give you: creativity, touches in the box, passes here and there. He's not just a fast-paced winger. He can come in, he can create passes, he can make passes, he can create openings for teams, and yeah, he's just a very busy player and just a very hard-working player. So good for him, good for Chelsea. In the next game, we see Manchester United were able to mount a comeback, and the funny thing is that Mason Mount was nowhere to be found. The rumor is that he is injured, but we've seen this before. When a player is playing poorly, as we've seen with Mason Mount, his price tag, sometimes what managers try to do is that they remove them from the spotlight and maybe just give the fans the impression that maybe they are injured. But maybe they may not be injured, but you can see the importance of it. It's to protect the player from the scrutiny that the fans are putting on him at this moment. In terms of the game, United were very sloppy, but they recovered to salvage a brilliant win. I guess, as they say, it's the United way, always finding a way to come back when it seems all hope is lost. Goals from Eriksen, Casemiro and Bruno were enough to cancel out Niger boy Awoniyi and Willy Bolly's 2-0 lead. I'm sure most rivals and United fans thought Erik ten Hag was about to be sacked because, man, the pressure on him lately has been too much. But, well, his boys were able to find a way back, and they were able to buy him some time and also relieve some of the pressure on him. And it's good. It was a good win because you know how United fans are. When they win, they relax. When they lose, they are back on fire again. So, we'll buy them time, and yeah, let's hope that they can improve and get back to some consistent winning, dominating. United way is the United way for Erik ten Hag. What he's trying to develop United into is not just a team that always comes back from losing, but a team that dominates the game and wins the same way Manchester City do. Okay, the old way of Silas Ferguson of playing on the counter attack, that is gone. United cannot win the league. You cannot win the league playing like this. You can't, and that is that. In the next game, Liverpool came from 1 goal down to beat Newcastle. Nunes coming on to stun the Twin Army fans in scintillating fashion. For the neutrals like myself and you viewers, it was an exciting game as 2 top 4 rivals going at it. While Newcastle may begin to worry that, okay, fine, they lost Manchester City last week and now they've lost to another top 4 rival in Liverpool this week. For Liverpool, their fans will have reason to believe that last season's demons have been put to bed and now they're back. They signed the midfielders. They've signed the whole midfield: McAllister, Szoboszlai, and Endo. So there's no reason for Liverpool fans to not have hope that they can challenge Manchester City and Arsenal for the title this season, especially Man City. Maybe Arsenal will challenge. We don't know. We're just saying we will see. We will see. Liverpool had 12 shots to 9 of Newcastle. Liverpool had 8 shots on target to Newcastle's 4. and Liverpool had 31 touches in the opposition's box to Newcastle 16, and they had over 60% possession to Newcastle's 30. So what an exciting game it was. If you watch the game, you know what I'm talking about. Very fun game, and yes, for me it was the game of the weekend, biggest game of the weekend, and yeah, it lived up to the billing with a scintillating late goal from Darwin Núñez. In the final game of this analysis, well, I have to say Arsenal fans need to stop panicking. I mean, it was only a 2-2 draw, and as Jose Mourinho say, you know, it is better to draw and go home with 1 point than to lose and go home with 0 points. So, well, yeah, in terms of Arsenal fans, what I would give to you guys is I do agree that Mikel Arteta is trying too much with the Arsenal squad at this moment, but it doesn't mean that we should harbor an agenda against the manager himself, or in particular Kai Havertz, because it seems like everyone is always waiting for the game, for something to go wrong in the game, for us to come and blame Kai Havertz. If the defense doesn't defend well, oh, it's Kai Havertz. If the striker doesn't score, oh, it's Kai Havertz. Come on, give that guy a break. That guy he's playing okay. Okay, this agenda of if Havertz doesn't score a goal, he doesn't give a pass that leads to a goal, or he didn't play well. Come on, guys, give him a break. We do understand that yes, we weren't expecting the manager to sign him, but still, he's our player now. You cannot sideline him, you cannot isolate him all the time, and you always putting this pressure on him all the time, especially knowing full well the kind of personality he has. This type of personality, I said in the past video, I see him very much as Mesut Ozil. And guys like that, you have to be really gentle and nice with them. You cannot be banging on them unnecessarily. Your criticism should be constructive and should be measured. Well, in terms of the game, Arsenal dominated the game, but they just couldn't seem to find the finish when they needed to. And when they were able to find the finish and they went 2-1 up after coming back from 1 goal down, they slipped up in the end and allowed João Palhinha to sneak in a headed goal in the 87th minute to claw the game back to a 2-2 draw. And Arsenal had 9 minutes additional time, but they just couldn't find the finish. Well, the closest they came to was Fabio Vieira's shot. If you watch the game, you see the shot. He nearly scored, but Ben Leno, man, it's as if he's still angry with Arsenal for selling him. That guy refused to let us pass. He refused to let us score. But still, Fabio Vieira, what do I have to say about Fabio Vieira? He came off the bench. That guy needs to be given a start for me, because the way he's been playing from the bench lately. This game in particular, he came on 2 assists. He was taken down in the box for a penalty. Bukayo Saka scored. He played a beautiful cross into the box. If you see the cross, man, woo, on the ground like this, and Eddie Nketiah just put it in. So, I mean, one thing we know about the guy, especially when he was signed, we knew that this guy could pick out a pass from any angle. Once he has the ball, he can pick you out, just like Mesut Ozil. He has the ability to find the right pass, and you saw with the goal for Eddie Nketiah, that was a very sublime pass to create that goal. And yeah, and also it's important to note out, it's important to also give credit to the Arsenal Academy. Don't forget that the Arsenal, Bukayo Saka and Eddie Nketiah are all Arsenal Academy products. And Bukayo Saka, the level he's playing at, it's high time people give the Haaland Academy some credit for the type of quality they're producing, because the Arsenal youth are the ones carrying this team, it has to be said. Well, what I would now say is for Arsenal is going forward, Arsenal just need to know how to finish games off. I don't know if it's a mentality thing or the need for a sharp striker. Whichever it is, Arsenal just have to find a way to win these games. There's no use dominating games and not winning. I mean, it's pointless. So Arsenal need to find a way to finish games off. I mean, even back then during the Arsene Wenger days, even when we weren't winning titles, one thing we knew as Arsenal fans was that Arsenal were, if Arsenal dominated that game, they would score 2 goals, 3 goals, 4 goals. Ever since Mikel Arteta has come in, Arsenal dominate, but we only maybe 1-0, 2-0, 3-2. We're not finishing teams off the way we need to consistently, and we need to add that aspect to our game. That's the only thing that needed. Maybe we need to bring in Victor Osimhen, maybe we need to sign Ivan Toney, whichever it is. Arsenal need to start looking for a sharp striker, and also demand the most from the available strikers they have in the squad. In this game, Leonardo Trossard started and he didn't deliver. Eddie Nketiah came on the bench, he delivered. So maybe Nketiah should start the next game, and then let's see how it is for Arsenal going forward. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, and also recommend the video to your friends. Share it so that they can help the channel grow, and also click the notification button so that whenever we post a video, you are notified. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you in the next video.